Om Shanti. Happy International Peace Day. Peace now or never. So it's like, it's saying that the time which is there now, whatever I want to do in this time, let me do it. Because once this time is passed away, then I will never get that time again. Never. Right? That time which has passed away will never come back to me again. So also, when we experience and have that taste of inner peace, and that also now, in this moment of time, if we can do it, not wait that tomorrow when Corona will go away, then I will experience the peace. Tomorrow when this situation gets settled, then I will experience the peace. Tomorrow when everything goes fine, I get a good job. Maybe tomorrow when the exams are over and for students it's like, I pass over the exam, then I will rest at peace. Yes. Or tomorrow for those who are looking for jobs, that when I get a good job as per my plans, and then I will be very peaceful. So it is not then that you will get the peace, but it is now that we need to experience the peace. So if we experience the peace now, in this moment of time, then we are sowing the seeds for our future. Because now in the present, we sow the seeds for the future. In the present, if you are just brooding about the past, what happened in the past, oh, I should have not done this way. I hope I could have got more time to select which college I want to go, or maybe I could have gone into a better college instead of this one. Some may also think like that. Then maybe I would have been better off. Or maybe some may think that, okay, if I had more funds, then maybe today I would be, somewhere else. So if you are thinking something about if I had done that in the past, then in the present I would have been better off, then again what we are doing is we are bringing the past into the present. Then in this present moment, again we are not living the present. We are living the past in the present, and then what is going to happen? We are going to experience whatever we experienced in the past, we are experiencing the same thing in the present. So we are not, the opportunity that we are getting today in the present, just imagine in the morning when our eyes open, this new day which has begun is an opportunity that we have got as soon as our eyes open. There are some who sleep at night and so unfortunate that they do not open their eyes in the morning at all. They are just gone. They are no more. Or there may be some who do not have that, fortune to, even if they open their eyes, that they enjoy and savor the new day, because they're still worrying about the last day, what happened, and then they are just pulling their blanket over their heads and going to sleep again. Right? But then it is now, this moment, that when our eyes are open, when we have got this, a second day, a new opportunity, and another day, and another moment now that we have got, just appreciate that, accept that, be grateful for that. And when we are grateful and when we appreciate, we find we are so peaceful now in this moment. It's only when we are complaining and only when we are demanding, when there are many expectations that we are having, that we lose our inner peace every time. And now if we lose that inner peace just because of the past, that our expectations are not met, then what is going to happen? As soon as I lose my inner peace in the present moment, then all types of negativity, they come like a storm inside my mind. Because negative thoughts, one negative thought I create, one peaceless thought I create, and there is a flood of negativity in my mind. And that flood of negativity which comes into my mind, that drifts me away from my original identity of who I am, and that drifts me away to my false identity, and then I am all absorbed with my false identity in searching for that peace again in that outside world where it is not there. And therefore what we need to do is, we again need to step back, press the pause button. Press the pause button. Be myself. Be my original self. Because the originality has its greatest value. Anything that is original has the greatest value. Gold in its original has the greatest value. Silver in its original, although it may turn black after some time, so you may prefer that artificial silver sometimes so that you don't have to labor cleaning it every time, isn't it? But then the silver in its original has the greatest value. Therefore, pause, step back and be who you are, a peaceful being. This is my original identity, which is here in the center of my forehead, that in this body, if I say if it is like a car, then the main mechanism of this car, the steering wheel of the car, and the brake and the accelerator, there is the place where the driver sits in the car, so that it can drive the car with full concentration on focus. Because if you are seated like a passenger in the car, then you may do whatever you want to do. You may be attracted by the different scenes that are outside. You may have the desire to eat something. You may have the desire to talk with someone on the phone. You may have the desire to even say, just gossip around, or maybe read something, or you may have a desire to even go to sleep. But the driver who is on the driving seat, he is completely focused on the now, what he has to do on his wheel, on his accelerator, on the brake, on his destination. He cannot be like a passenger getting distracted here and there, because if he does that, then what is going to happen? And something that is very certain that is going to happen, and that is going to be the accident, isn't it? And so he is focused on the now so that peacefully he can drive to his destination. So also, in this body, which is like a car, the main mechanism of this body is the brain, which is like a steering wheel, and in this brain, the main mechanism is also connected with the heart, and the nervous system from here is connected with every part, every organ of the body. And inside this brain, if you dissect from here and here, then near the pituitary gland, near the hypothalamus, which is the seat of emotions, there is that energy which scientists call as psyche, and we in our spiritual language we call it as a soul. So this is the place here where we apply the tilak, we apply the bindi here, So this is the place here that we are the souls here in the body. We are in the driving seat here. So when I'm in the consciousness that I'm a soul in this body, then I have the consciousness that I'm the driver of this body, the car. And when I am in this consciousness of being the driver of this car, that means I am responsible. I have the present moment now to choose what I want to choose. I have a choice, and that choice is whether I want to, like the other passengers, get distracted by everything that is around, get disturbed by what is happening around, or be focused on my goal, on my vision, on my destination, and on the, all the tools that I have to reach my destination. So it is my responsibility and it is my choice now. And I, being in the present moment now, I choose to be at peace, which is my original identity. And when I choose this original identity, being in the driver's seat, I take the responsibility of my life. And when I take the responsibility of my life, I stop blaming others. I stop blaming, criticizing. I stop comparing. I stop, competing with others. Because all these C's, comparison, competition, all these things, complaining, these C's, they actually seize away our peace. They break us into pieces. And so, instead, if you don't want to break into pieces, but if you want to be at peace within, then let us focus now in our true identity of being a peaceful soul, which is my real religion also. This is my religion, peace, which is the universal religion. Because if we come into the consciousness of this body, then I can say that I am from Hindu religion, you are from Muslim religion, they are from Christian religion, and then all these religions differences again, they create peacelessness. That that ego that stems out, that my religion is so and so great, my religion is so, I remember this joke, something very funny, that there was this one beggar who had this he was very intoxicated, and he was drunk, so he was highly intoxicated, and he was talking with his another friend who was also a beggar, and he said, you know who I am? And so the other said, yes, tell me, who are you? And you said that, oh, I am the beggar of these streets in Mumbai here in Villeparle. So the other beggar said, oh really? I am the beggar of the streets of the Cuff Parade, the best, the area there. So, it is like they are after all beggars, right? But then the intoxication. So also, if I am in this consciousness that I am of this religion, you are of that religion, I am of this position, you are of that position, I am of this role, you are in that role, and all these type of different roles, responsibilities, positions, work, whatever we are doing, and if we are in that consciousness, then what is going to happen? That ego that will stem out is only going to make us into pieces, and these pieces will not allow us to be at peace. And when we are not peace at now, in this moment, then what is going to happen? As I said, that this present moment we are sowing the seeds of the future. So tomorrow also we will not be at peace. And we can never be at peace then, because tomorrow then never comes, isn't it? And the time that has gone by now has gone forever. So it's very important, the time now that we have, that we go beyond all these limitations, go beyond all these belief systems that are limiting ourselves, our mind, and not allowing us to be at peace. Go beyond all these limitations, the belief systems that if others appreciate me, then I will find myself to be very nice and be at peace. So go beyond this belief system of being dependent on others' opinions. Go beyond this belief system of being dependent upon the nature, the 5 elements outside, that if they are in harmony, then I will be in harmony. No, we are the creators of the entire 5 elements also. And whatever we think inside us, that is the reflection that is outside. Once I remember a story, a king told all his, in his, in his kingdom, that I would like to see who can actually, present with me a beautiful painting. And so there was one artist who said that, Majesty, you please provide me a blank wall in your palace. A very, very blank wall. I will make a beautiful painting and you will be very happy. So there was another very ordinary artist there, and he said that, Your Majesty, please give me one blank wall exactly opposite to this blank wall which you are going to give to this artist. And he said, what will you do on that wall? So he said that I want you to give me that wall which is exactly opposite to the wall which you are going to give him, and it should be completely blank, and you place a curtain in the center, right? Because what I am going to do is, I am going to make a replica of whatever this artist is going to paint without looking at it. Without looking at what he is doing, I am going to make a replica of that on this another blank wall, the opposite wall which you are going to give me. So the king said, really? let's see how you can do that. He said that you may appoint a security guard to cross check whether I'm cheating or not cheating also, and then all that arrangement was done. And a month passed by, and the king said, okay, are your paintings all ready? And the first one who said that I will paint a beautiful painting here on the blank wall, he had actually come with all his colors and all his buckets of colors, and daily used to come and used to paint there. And there was a curtain in the center. There were security guards to see that they don't see each other. And the other one on the other side of the blank, who was to make the replica, used to only come daily with plain water in the bucket and mops, and what used to do is to clean the wall. Now when that time passed and the king said, okay, let me see your paintings, the beautiful paintings that you all committed. And so the first one, the artist that had painted, the king said, wow, it's a beautiful painting that you have done, and you will get a biggest reward for this. Then he said, okay, let me see the replica of this painting of this other artist who, without looking at you, has painted it. And so the curtain was moved away, and there, to his amazement, it was the duplicate and completely full replica of what he had actually painted. So the king said, amazing, amazing, how could you do this? And he gave double the amount of reward to this another artist. And that artist said that, Your Majesty, I did nothing. I used to only come daily with plain buckets of waters and mop and clean that wall daily and daily and daily. I used to clean that wall to such an extent that it's shining, and it's shining to such an extent that whatever is there on the opposite is, you can see in the walls, become so transparent that you can automatically see it. It's become like a transparent mirror here, right? So also, if we really want to experience that peace now in this moment, we need to detach ourselves from this body and clean everything that we have been holding from the past, all those peaceless thoughts, all those negativities that we are holding, all those belief systems which is not allowing us to be at peace. We need to clean that daily, detox ourselves from all that daily. And when we do that, and when everything is clean here, then we find that our original qualities, the true nature, we can experience that true nature, and then that true nature reflects out into the universe. And then we do not change the things, we do not change the events, but we only clean here, changing ourselves, making our attitude very positive and clean now in this moment of time. Always remember, whatever has passed. Now what I want to do is the reality. And now in this reality of the time, when I am very clean and very pure inside, I have no ill feeling for anybody, all pure feelings for each and every one, no type of hurt feelings at all for anybody, all respectful feelings for everyone, feelings of acceptance for everyone, feeling of deep love for everyone. Then I radiate that peace, which is actually, because the mother of peace is that inner purity, that cleanliness is the mother of peace. Purity is the mother of peace. Peace is a child of the mother of the purity which is the mother. So when I clean myself here and make myself very pure, then that child peace, the child peace grows within me, and it grows in such a way that it radiates its energy outside into the world. And whatever I see outside, I see it in a very positive perspective. I see it in a very peaceful perspective, and I find that anything that is happening outside is happening for my benefit. It is very perfect according to my karmic account, and it is very beneficial for me in the present moment, and of course when it is beneficial for me in the present moment, it has to be beneficial even in the future. The future cannot be dark for me, because now I am peaceful. Now that child of peace is growing within me, and it is radiating that energy of enthusiasm and the happiness, and that all types of bliss that is there. It is radiating that energy from me outside in the universe, and everything in the universe seems to be so changing, seems to be so nice and so peaceful. Why? Because I am peaceful here. I grow that peace here inside me. Then I don't have to go through a peaceless life, but I grow being a very peaceful being inside. And this all has to be done now. Remember, in this moment now, there are various distractions for you now. Everything is going on online. There are so many distractions everywhere. But be focused now onto your goal. Now is the time when you set your goal. Set your priority. My priority, my goal is to be peaceful. This is my priority. This is my goal in my life. And once I set this higher goal and higher priority, or you can say a higher purpose and a higher vision in my life, then I will see through this vision, through the lens of this vision and purpose. When I see the world around, then I see that there's so much of benefit. There's so many good lessons for me to learn, whether it may be Corona, whether it may be anything, and that empowers me. And when I am empowered, I can empower everyone who is there in my network. And then my network is my net worth. And so then my net worth also automatically increases. But all this will happen only in the present moment now. Remember, it's now or it's never. So be peaceful, be your original identity, clean yourself inside here from all that is negativity through meditation, and by remembering the Supreme Father, the Godfather, who is the ocean of peace. Unless and until we do not connect with the ocean of peace, then we will not be able to fulfill our inner reservoir with that energy of peace, that we can remain peaceful in no matter whatever situation it may be. Whatever multitasking we want to do, but yet we need that energy to remain peaceful. When we switch over from one task to another task, then again we need to be focused on that particular task in the present moment. Switch over from whatever has happened in the past, from the past task, and again be in the present moment. We need that energy. We need that energy, that bandwidth, to switch over to different multiple tasking, just like we need a greater bandwidth to switch over the different platforms, YouTube, Facebook. You need a greater bandwidth if you want to air anything, you want to stream any video on multiple platforms at the same time. So for that, to increase our limited bandwidth which we have come with, if we want to increase our bandwidth, we need to connect with the greater power which has the unlimited bandwidth, and that greater power which has the unlimited bandwidth of peace, who is always peaceful, who is the ocean of peace, is the Supreme Godfather. He is none other but our Father. So that closeness with Him. And when we say He is our Father, then Father means we have the right over His property. As soon as we are we are born in a family and we say that He is my Father, means I have a full right over whatever His property is. So what is the property of our Godfather? He is ocean of peace, ocean of love, ocean of bliss, ocean of purity, ocean of knowledge, ocean of all powers, and that is our birthright. And so when we come in that consciousness that peace is my birthright, peace is the inheritance that I get from my Supreme Father, peace is the treasure that I get from Him. So when I get and understand this, then I do not lock down this treasure. We may be in a lockdown, but we do not lock down this treasure. But in this lockdown, we have an opportunity to unlock all these treasures of peace that is there within it, to connect with our Supreme Father, the ocean of peace, and to enjoy that peace in the present moment and in the now, and make this now very peaceful. And every time I remind myself and I say, it is now, in this moment, I am peace. Again, that now this second has passed. Again, in this second, I have got so many seconds, as my eyes open in the morning, there are so many seconds in the day which are of different colors, different varieties, and in every second, I say, I am peaceful. So when I do that, now, then, it's like how many seconds in a year or how many seconds in a life I have achieved those moments of peace in my life. Imagine the treasure that I have of peace. Om Shanti.